Yeah. So, Subathon, you set goals for people to come by and give you things like subs on Twitch for the month of September. Um, I have a list of, where is it? 48 items? Yeah, 48 items to have. And oh boy, 48 shit. All right. So, yeah. These are all these were all created by viewers much like yourselves and primarily three viewers. Rock Girl 5000, my mod, Monaka, my mod, and Arena, my mod. So my mods have basically set 48 unique items for me that they wanted me to do. And I was usually doing was it punishment wheel, and then we do that and we make it a video. Instead, I think I want to roll this into Subathon. Yeah. So with that said, my goal in the entire Subathon, the entire thing, is $1,000. That is my entire goal. So I think actually I should split this up. I should split this up between subs and yeah, I should split this up between subs and monetary donations, because I do have a monetary thing set up through Ko-Fi. So you can buy me a coffee, as they say. Yeah, right there. That is my Ko-Fi page. And the last time I updated this was February. Wow. All right. So February, I was doing that stuff. So I like that idea of splitting it between that. So here's what we'll do. We'll do that. Make these a little tall. You know what? We'll make those a little taller. Height is going to be 150. Okay. The length is good. We're going to make the width no, 2002. So 2560. So 25 is too much. So 2400. That's better. All right. So we'll center that on here so it's easy enough to grab. That's the wrong grouping. That's the right grouping. Okay. So is $1,000 too much to ask? $1,000 is probably way too much to ask. Let's set it to like $400. Yeah, we'll set it to $400. So the maximum that I'm looking for is $400. All right, so let me just grab this, do that, cancel that, lock that group. I like that group. This group is that. You know what? We'll just remake that. So for these, here's what we're gonna do. So $400. All right. So here's what we'll do. We'll put it as subs versus dollars. 90-point text. Maybe 75. Hello, Rock Girl. Welcome. All right, so I am preparing I'm trying to make an overlay. Just dropping in. Nah, can't stay very long. No worries. Also, Rock Girl. I don't know how I got rolled into it. No one forced me. And I find it weird that... Let me show you. Let me show you something. A new game was added to PlayStation Plus, and I'm hooked. And I hate that I'm hooked because I know that you have tried your best to get me hooked on... Yeah, you've tried your best to get me hooked on Stardew Valley. For some reason, I just can't stay hooked on Stardew Valley. I've attempted Stardew Valley like 7 times, and I just can't stay hooked. It's fun, but it crashes on PC. Oh, it's got some performance stuff wrong with it on console as well. But it is... I just started summer, and I'm pissed off at myself because I planted way too much, and now I only have a bronze level watering can, and I have 504 energy, and by the time I'm done watering all my plants, I am like in yellow already. So I have no energy to do anything else on the island. And it's like, come on, what the hell? Have I explored the sea that much for diving? I have. I have been diving. I've been going down the mines. I'm on level 35 or 30 on the mines. I just found the first cave or dungeon in the underwater. I just started summer, so yeah. I don't know why, because there's a lot of stuff about Coral Island that bothers the shit out of me. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Fields of Mystria? Okay. All right. One thing that really just irks me so much is that you're constantly running, which is not a problem to me at all. But when I have a tool out, also the level 1 watering things are next to useless. The level 1 scarecrows, next to useless. Look, this is the level 1 scarecrow. 5x5. Okay. You get a level, just a real scarecrow instead of a makeshift scarecrow made out of trash. 11x11. All right, so this is the thing that bothers the shit out of me. I put on my watering can, and I leveled it up so where it doesn't... I can now charge it up. Boom. I hold down the button to... All right, so it's going to be doing that. You can hold down a button, and your character will strafe in place. As soon as I use a tool... It doesn't matter if I... Watch. Holding button. Moving character. Left, right. Button is never unheld. do tool, it fucking doesn't hold. It doesn't hold. And it annoys the shit out of me so much. Your character, same thing. Like, you toggle your character to walk like this. You let go of the stick. It defaults back to run. It needs polish. This is it. It is so great to me. It is so chill. I spent the last like 2 hours just chilling to this game, and it is really fun. I haven't found anyone I like in terms of the characters. I think they're all kind of terrible people. They're throwing live catfish in the trash. That pisses me off. But I love the grind. I love the loop. But I don't know why it's the same exact loop as Stardew Valley, but there's just something about whoa. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that because it's kind of funny. I find it funny that I somehow found that and just rolled into it, and now I'm just. Maybe it's the aesthetic. Maybe it's the aesthetic. Maybe that's what it does. Okay. So, like I said, I am setting up stuff for the month of September Subathon. So, my goal was originally have a max of $1,000. That's true. We both played a lot of Back to Nature, so I would find, and we had a good time with Back to Nature. We had a really good time with Back to Nature. So, all right, the Subathon, I have figured out how I'm going to use the punishment list that you, Manaka, and Arena have came up with. And so far, I have a total of 48 items on this punishment list that are unique. Taking out duplicates, there are 48 items. So, my idea is that I make goals, and I achieve certain sub counts that unlocks like 5 or 6 punishments that I have to do. A certain amount of money is donated through the Ko-Fi page. Certain amounts of punishments get made as well. The original plan was $1,000. Hey, Fiddy Egg, how you doing? Original plan was $1,000. I think that's too much. I think that's way too much for me to be asking. So instead, what I'm going to be asking for is a maximum of $400. $400 is the entire goal. Some people will laugh and be like, "Oh, that's nothing." Well, it's not nothing. Okay, so let's make that a little thinner. 10 points, and we'll do that. Yeah, that looks good. So if I do, there's 48 punishments. How many steps should I do? If I do steps of 10, what would that look like? That's 8. Have a good one, Rock Girl. Have a good night. So that's 10 right there. And then I just copy that, flip it around, and we have that. So problem is that I now want to do equidistant stuff between here and here. But if I just do that, then it's going to stretch them out. So is there a way to do equidistance? Or am I think I'm just going to have to eyeball it. All right, 80. That to be 80. This to be 80. What if I just set them at 80 pixels apart each? There. That's good. And then we can just eliminate all of these, and then I'll just flip the other ones. Let's pull those up, flip them back around, and then we'll offset them slightly like that. And then for these, we'll put it at around 45. 40-ish. Just like that. Okay. So 400 divided by 10 is $40 each. So if I do this, make it like that. these would be what? 80, 20, 60, 200, 240, 280, 360, 4. Did I mess that up? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be 320, not 360. 360, and then we'll say this as 399. Go here. Flip those to be like that. I wonder if is there a way in Affinity Designer to make multiple objects equidistant? So apparently it's all in the Align tool. All right, I'll group those. Group those. I'm missing that 80 because that 80 is in that group. You shouldn't be there. Put in that group. That's better. Okay. So if because I've never done this before. So if I go to how many subs makes $400. $160 to $164. Okay. All right, you know what? We'll name this one just as goal. End of goals, and then shrink it down. So if I do this, that, so 160. And then this would be like 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I pull out a calculator and make a fool out of myself, about every 16 is what I would need. So halfway would be like right here, say 60 subs. No, that's not halfway. 80 subs. It's about. Let's just say that. Because it's too fitty. All right. So should I take off the dollars entirely? Should I take off the dollars entirely? Maybe I should. September Money Punishment Month. I need a better name than that. Let me think. Throw money. Pay money. Pay money, punish harder. And there's one thing that I need to bring in on the background of all of this, which is going to be. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's a depth. That's a depth. Yeah, because if I pull this in, all of those are goals. Well, actually, no. I need to make this into something that can easily pull up and then pull down on the stream. Yeah, that's what I need to be thinking of. So I need to make this a square. So where is it? Document setup. Let's make this 1440 by 1440. Okay. Delete everything. pull this back in, and we'll scale it up. Actually, let me just delete that entirely. Pull something else out. Okay. So I need to crop. No. I want to crop the I want to crop the entire image. So how do I do that? Because I want this smaller. That way it's easier to handle in terms of well, if I just do that, and then how tall is that? Well, is that cutting it off? Yeah, that cuts it off. So I need that there. Need that there. Is that getting cut off? Yes. Okay. That looks good. So now I want artboard tool, vector crop, document setup, anchor to page. Because I need to know how tall this is. This is 541. So if I set the dot and it's 652 by, all right, so if I make the document 700 by 700, right? Anchor to page from the center, go. Fantastic. All right. So that works. Now I can, oh, where did I have that other document? Crap. Completely forgot where I was saving the other document. Oh, I was saving it in this one. Okay. So, this and this. Okay. So, we're just going to delete all of that. Okay. And the main thing that I need to do is a not print, document setup, and then we're going to make this 2560. Make it a square. Because now I can pull this in. Center it, and that's the background. Okay. We're going to lock that. Okay, so that is the background template of it. And we'll make it 60%. Okay. Now I'm going to need this. And where is that list of punishments? Okay. So, punishments to be spun, because I do like the idea of spinning for it. That way it's still random. And then I do want an outline on this. So we'll throw a outline on it, and we'll make the outline be white. Or do I want... No, I want the outline to be black, and I want the lettering to be white. That way it's easier to read. And then we'll make the outline 8 pixels. 9 pixels. 10 pixels looks good. Okay. All right. And then we're going to be doing 1 sub equals 1 spin, or $5 equals 2 spins. Because if you sub, I get $2.50. If you pay money, I get more of the money. I don't think I get the full $5 through Ko-Fi, but I do get more than what Amazon and Twitch take out of it. So, you know what? This is gonna be the image that just floats up and floats down. So I don't want too much wording on this. I want to do the wording for the other stuff, which I'll put in the channel down below. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So let's do to sub/donate during the month of September. You know what? I don't like that font. So let's find a clearer font. You know what? The 8-bit Tanko isn't terrible. It's not bad either. You know what? Balatro font never goes wrong. So here's what we'll do. So we're now going to increase the width of this, or the size of it. We're going to align it. And now I'm going to mess around. Remember to sub in the month of September. Okay. And then I think I need to increase the spacing a little bit. If I do that and that, how does that look? Remember to sub to Twitch and donate in the month of September. More subs and more donations. Subs / donations means more punishment wheel spins. Okay. And then, you know what I'll do? I will put down below here further details below in Twitch panels. Actually, delete all of that, and then I'll just make another frame, which is going to be more all details listed in Twitch panels / description. Then I want to, how do I, all right, you know what? We're just, I guess not. Do this. We're going to do outline 10. Yeah. More details listed in description and Twitch panels. Okay. So I think that is good. We're going to raise this up a little bit further because I've got the text below. So actually, if I do this and then I do align, can I space them out? What did that do? Space vertically. You know what? That's going to look good right there. I think I need a little bit of a shadow. So we're going to do a outer shadow. We're going to do an intensity up, radius, opacity. There it goes. Needs to be a little bit bigger. Intensity. Do it like that. Then I wish there was a way. Oh, there we go. If I copy that and then paste it there. Nope, that's not working. Never mind, that does not work. How do I copy effects? I could have swore that I was able to copy the effects before. No. And then just paste the effects. Like, both of them are text layers. Why can't I do that? Okay. And then this, I think, will bump up to about 80%. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to save this as September money pop-up. All right. And now I need a way to get... All right. OBS, how to make a image pop up on screen. Auto pop up on screen and disappear automatically. Timed pop-ups. There we go. That's probably what I want.
Yo, what is up guys, this is Phoenix Archfiend, and today I'll bring you a video on animated time pop-ups for your live stream. So for example, you want a pop-up that says subscribe to this channel, follow this channel, or whatever, that pops up on your live stream every, like, for example, 10 minutes, or if you want it 5 seconds then. So what you want to...
I probably do like 10-15 minutes.
Yes, so here it is. And you can see that I've created a scene, so you can do add and then add in whatever scene it is. I just did YouTube just to show you guys. So you go to add and then you go to display capture, and then you can see that these are my displays. So for example, I do this, that's my first display, that's my second display. Anyway, let me just delete this quick. Okay, now so what you want to do is, for example, you want to add in a image that says subscribe to your channel. So I have one already downloaded. Alright, there we go. So we've got the subscribe button right here. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the subscribe button right there. So what you want to do is you want to create, just copy it here. So you get just duplicate it, and you want to open this in Photoshop. So open with Photoshop. I don't have it there. I've already got Photoshop open, so I'll just open it up.
Boy, this is old YouTube. This is the old style of YouTube.
Right, cool.
Holy crap.
Once you're in Photoshop, what you want to do is just get rid of everything and just have a blank canvas, and then just do File, Save As, and you want to save it as a PNG, not a JPEG.
Okay.
Save it. Place.
So make a blank canvas the size of the pop-up you want.
Now if we head back to OBS,
why would you need to do that?
Click on the add and add a image slideshow.
Okay.
Just create a new one. Test. And then we have different transitions you can use. So first of all, just import the images. So add files. Go to where the images are saved. Go here. Oh, no, this one, sorry. If we go here, default. Alright, there we go. That's our subscribe button. Just open that up. Ta-da. Second image. Let's move that in right now. There we go.
Okay.
So now there's a time between the slides you can keep as, for example, let's just do 1000. So we could just see, it's gone and it comes back. Gone, comes back. Now the transition speed is 700. I think that's okay, but if you're gonna increase it, I think you should increase it so that it's a round figure. So it's like 1000, 1000. So you know how long you're gonna keep that image going for. So what you want to do is now put in here how long you want the image to be visible for. So for example, I want it visible for 8 seconds. That's default. And then what you want, actually we'll do 9,000. How's that? Because then we can have a round
Memes.
figure of 10 seconds for each transition to happen. So if we add in the blank image,
Which you've already done
4 times,
4 times.
then after 40 seconds it should show us the scribe. So once you're done with that, you can either do fade.
Okay, hold up. I think I get what he's trying to do. So if I just do the video capture on the OBS on this machine, if I do where image slideshow, testing slideshow stuff. Okay. So if I go back to this and then we hit save, yes, export as want it in the correct file, this pop up. He wants to do it like this and then blank. So what he's saying, the correct way to do this is to take these two things, put them in here, right? No, you guys, okay. Add files. Why do I have such bad frame rate in this? It's weird. Take those 2000 milliseconds, and then there's that. I can do a slide. Okay. Yeah. Stop when not visible. That's the settings. So, and what he is saying is that you just put the blank one in for a long time. So we put this up for 15 seconds. There's got to be an easier way about this, right? Is there a filter on this or something? Why is it flickering so much? Yes, there is a filter. That's why it was looking so weird to me. I think I added too many zeros. I think that would be 15 minutes. And then 15 minutes on. Come on. Okay. And there's no way to control the slide direction. So I can't have it like come down and then up or left and then right. What the hell?
You could do swipe, see swipe,
Mm-hmm.
cut. I think it just cuts and then goes on from there.
Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Let's see what this channel does. Is this going to be the same thing?
Listen, I made a video about OBS animation.
Okay, yeah. All right, Gale level. What are your chapters? Save me with your chapters. Animate sources.
To do that. Okay, cool. So basically this is your social media thing. It's already cool that you can create this with just OBS. But now so to be clear, the techniques that I used are saving the transform positions, Control E in order to edit to set things to center. That's how I have the logo basically coming from the center like that, scaling up. And I just set it to 0 on the logo off. I used hide transition and show transition to like fade in and out, but to also swipe. There's also a bunch of Luma wipe transition that you should use. In the move transition plugin, I have used visibility to hide things at the start of the movement or to show things at the start of a movement. I also use simultaneous move, next move, and in order to let the animation sit on logo on, I used end delay. So it plays the animation, but it's like, okay, the animation ended, but let's delay the end. 1, 2, and then it's gonna back off. There you go. All right, one more time, because this is gonna be the promo on Twitter. One-click animation in OBS Studio. And there it is, with 2 plugins, and one of them.
It's not the best idea, or I mean, it's a good idea, but it's not the most. It's not the cleanest. What if we go to Reddit, see what they say? Could have it be done by that's an idea. Hold on. Hold on. And I have this streamer bot. Why are you not connected? Why is this streamer bot not connecting? Because I could just make that a thing. Make it its own scene. And then I know that I could change and control the animations that way. Maybe a bot is the way to do it. Yeah, maybe bots are the way to actually make this. Why is this not wanting to work? Okay. Oh, because I had to reinstall OBS. That's why. Okay, I had to reinstall OBS. So, all right, let me just think. If I do command, if I do actions, add. So if I do auto pop, how would I do this? It would be add OBS. No, 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 no. It'd be sub actions, right? Add. Then it would be OBS. It would be scenes or hide scenes, sources, set scene, filter state, filters, groups, replay, sources, set source visibility state. I need OBS connected. All right, so okay, let's relearn how to connect OBS to StreamerBot. How to connect StreamerBot OBS. Add, right click. Okay. So I need to go to tools, WebSockets. That's correct. I have a server password? Oh, Jesus. Disconnected. Doing something wrong. Right click 4455. Yeah. Same machine. 4455 4444. So that's not working for some reason. Okay. Let me just delete that. Yes. Add my OBS. Okay. Then let me try disconnecting that and then relaunching OBS on this machine and then seeing if it will, if I can get it to connect. It's not connecting. How do I do it? Why does it never want to work? That's not what I wanted. Tools. Automatic scene switcher? Okay. Record rename. I have. That works fantastic. It's trying to connect. Did I forget the password? All right. Going to shut that down, turn OBS back on. I'm not on the beta. I'm on 31.1.2 like everyone else. Start StreamerBot back up again. Try and get it to work. And it won't connect. Connecting. Come on. Just freaking connect. What do the options look like on this machine? If I look at these WebSocket servers. Okay. Then I go here and I go platform, no, stream apps. It's all that, which, wait, has a password. Okay. Is that the reason why? Take that off. Take that off. Copy this. Paste that. Point 14455 connect. Delete. Yes. Add. Paste. Auto. I don't need a name. Why is it forcing a name? Just OBS. It doesn't require a name over there. Now it's requiring a name over here. And if I put a name in, it doesn't want to fucking work. So why? Why? Do I need to name it OBS all capitals for it to connect? Nope. Maybe OBS 31.1.2? Connect. Connect. Nope. I just can't get it to connect. I can't get it to connect, and it's annoying the balls off of me. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I guess I got to do it on this PC. So that's I really don't like it. Do I have a test image that I could do possibly use on that PC? Not particularly. If I go through, wait, this it would be the same concept as video alerts, right? So if I look at this and I look at the actions, and I say, oh, crap. All right, we're just gonna copy a random one, duplicate, and then add a trigger. OBS Studio. Add, no. I just need add core test. Custom Elgato. Twitch. If I do streaming started, okay. Connection any. And then I say add, and then OBS. It would be well, how do I do this? It's OBS Studio, source visibility, delay, set visibility hidden. So it would be the same thing, but how do I get it to loop? Because that's the thing that I'm... Do I dare go to the second page? I think it's got to be an image slideshow, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it has to be this janky kind of way of an image slideshow. So if I set this to be a second and a half, yeah, that's just going to be doing that over and over again. Because slide mode, playback, hide when slideshow is done. And I can't do any, because that slide, I can do a swipe, which I don't like the look of. Because what I want it to do, I want it to go up and then down. So if I set the show transition as a swipe up, does that change it? Sure doesn't. So basically, I want a 15 seconds, and then I want it to stay. I want it to appear for. Well, if I have it appear for 30 seconds, right? And then I want it to appear every 10 minutes. I would need this to be 30,000. And then in 10 minutes, that would be 2 equals a minute. So I would need to add in. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying as shit. Okay. That. All right. Well, that is something that I need to add to the other OBSs, on this machine, and add it to the scenes. The thing that I will now do, if I think a bot would be the better way to do it. I do feel like a bot is arguably the superior way of doing it, but I can't get it to work, and it's annoying. So I need to go to my Twitch page, right? And I need to go to the channel, mute that, and then essentially I need to make another one of these. What is this linked to right now? Yeah, this. Okay. That's the Discord, that's the Ko-Fi, that's the YouTube channel, and that's the Blue Sky Social. So do I have those as do I still have the Twitch panels as Affinity Designs? I do have an Affinity Design right here. Okay, so if I tell this as September punish rules, right? Because this has to be pretty small, but I can make it tall. Is the one thing I can make it tall. So I need to go to document setup, anchor to page, anchor to the top. And then I need to make this probably 250. And then anchor that to the top. Pull it down like that. And honestly, I need to delete that and just put in a frame to text tool right there, and just call it September punishment outlines. And pull that there. Okay. Is there a way to align within that? No, that's going to align across the entire document. But if no, I don't want to do that. And how long do I need this to be? I need that to be about 160. So I go to page 160. I need a little bigger. Let's make it 200. Okay. That looks good. That honestly looks pretty good to me. So, yeah, let's export that. September money pain. Do I want to call it September punishment outlines? Donation and sub rules. What do I actually want to name it? Because it should have. Because right now, I literally just have this. Remember to sub to Twitch and donate in the month. Remember to sub to Twitch. I should reverse. I should remember to donate and sub to Twitch in the month of September. More subs / donations means more punishment wheel spins. More details listed in description and Twitch panels. Overview. Okay. You know what? We'll do this. We'll do that, overwrite it, and then we're going to go back to here, edit the panels, new panel, image, add an image. We're going to try and get this live tonight. Pull that down. Submit. Are you going to submit? Hey, it's submitted. Okay. For the entire month of September, all donations and subscriptions will go towards the amount of spins that we will do at the end of the month for the punishment wheel. One Twitch sub equals one spin. $5 on Ko-Fi equals 2 spins. Do with that what you may. May whatever gods there are show mercy upon me. All right, submit that, edit the panels, and I don't like it. I don't like it being there. So what is That's the punishment wheel. I don't like it that it's there. I wish there was an easier way to move these around. Right? Like, oh, maybe there is. Would you look at that? Okay. Okay. So I want these over here. And then I'm going to want the Blue Sky Social beneath it. And then the punishment wheel should be above that. Right? Punishment wheel, donation and subscription overview, Discord, Ko-Fi, YouTube channel, Blue Sky. The Ko-Fi page still takes me to Ko-Fi, right? Yes. Ko-Fi page still takes us directly to Ko-Fi. Cool. That hasn't been messed with. And Blue Sky takes us to the Blue Sky? Would you look at that? Blue Sky takes us to Blue Sky. Okay. We're getting places. So, I now need to write a little thing up on here. So, we will do for the entire month of September. If you choose to subscribe over on twitch.tv or donate directly through my Ko-Fi page, more spins to the wheel of punishment will be added. These spins will be tallied up at the end of the month. 1 Twitch subscription equals 1 spin. $5 through Ko equals 2 spins. Results will Nope, I'm no longer that. Snarf Consortium. And then this, where's my, there we go. New tab. Actually, you know what? Do I get a, do I have a, just a, how do I, oh, I have to log in. Did I connected my Twitch account. Yes, I did. Okay, promote my page. Ko-Fi link. Okay. Ko-Fi. There. Ko-fi.com/InvaderSnarf. I need to get that changed to Snarf Consortium. Yeah, I need to change that to something. Okay. So there is that. Currently there are four. This punishment wheel has 48. How many total? How many total things are on the punishment wheel? There are a total of 77 entries, 48 uniques. Has 77 entries, 48 of which are unique. There will certainly some agony/fun involved. Okay, so I need to start putting that through on the description of all my videos. Right. Okay, I think that is a pretty good start. Okay, so I'll start putting that on my videos. Yes. Get rid of that. Get out of that. No, don't do that. Okay. And I need to start the podcast. I need to do the podcast. Wait, what day is going to be a good day to do the podcast? Because every white guy needs a podcast. Oh, crap. I'll probably do a podcast this Tuesday because everyone does podcasts on Tuesday, right? Yeah, everyone does a podcast on Tuesday. I'm debating what kind of setup I want for the podcast. If I want to put it through this beautiful microphone, the Shure SM7B, if I want to use one of my couch setups, or if I want to bust out the Rode Procaster and use that, or grab one of my condenser microphones like the AT2020 or my beautiful AT2035. That is going to be great. It's going to be fun. I think that's it for me tonight. I got to do a couple more chores before I go to bed because I work in the morning. And I'll probably spend more time playing Coral Island. Oh, this summer's going to kill me on that game. Anyway, great time. I think I've got things figured out mostly. I'm going to mess around on this side with StreamerBot and try and see if I can't figure out a way to have that little image appear and then disappear in the way that I want it. Because ideally, I want it to focus on where I have this webcam, right? Wherever I have the webcam on like the 16:9 display, I want it to move out into this general area and then come back in. Or at the very least, pop up and pop down. Then, the way that I want it to work on the YouTube vertical side is for it to appear not over the part of the content where it's clear, but over where chat gets put over the blurred content. Have it pop down, shine, and then pop back up. So I got to figure out how that's gonna work. And that's it for me tonight. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. It's a little lame of a stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the Metal Gear Solid and the Silk song that we did earlier today. But with that said, thank you guys for coming out, and hopefully we'll have a great time. Right now, technically, I have one spin on the punishment wheel, thanks to Rock Girl subscribing through Twitch. So that's going to be a great time. And yeah, have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow with Xmas as we do either Super Metroid or Batman. Ah, crap, I need to make a Batman intro. I won't do it tonight. Have a good one.